Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing this set and we have another Q&A video. You guys seem to really like these and I love answering questions, so I'm going to be doing another one. And I did want to say, you guys have a lot of questions about sizing and stuff like that, and I'm going to be doing a press on nails 101 video part 3. I've already done 2 parts. If you guys haven't checked those out, you definitely should. They're super in-depth. If you guys haven't seen them, you'll probably like it if you like the Q&As because it's kind of the same type of vibe. But yeah, I'm planning another one and it's going to be all about sizing and some of the other questions that you guys have asked me. I have a whole note folder in my phone of topics that I'm going to talk about in that video. So I just wanted to say that. But someone actually just asked me, how do you do your shipping and receipts for taxes? So for shipping, I ship with pirateship.com. It's really easy to use and I will get more into that when I do my other video, my press on video. Someone said, how do you do your receipts for taxes? So what you're going to do is you're going to go into Amazon, and anything that you use, for example, everything I use for my YouTube videos and for my nails, I go into Amazon, but you have to sign in from a browser. So like you can sign in from Safari or from your computer. It's not going to work on the app. I'm saying Amazon because I rely on Amazon so much for all of my gels, my supplies, and everything like that. So you're going to go in and there's going to be a way to print your invoice for every single purchase you've made. What you want to do is get a nice expandable folder, and you're going to go ahead and have it so that you separate all your receipts by month. So January, February, March, etc. And every single month, at the end of every month, like right before the new month is about to start, you're going to want to go in, sit down and go in through all your orders and everything that you've placed for your whatever it is, YouTube videos or anything, basically anything to where you're self-employed. You're going to want to just put anything that you could put as your, write-offs, I guess you could say. So what I do is like I go to Amazon and then you print the invoice and you're gonna have it separated by month, and you can put like a total to help your tax preparer out a little bit. You can add the total of everything you spend on Amazon for the month and put it like on a front page in front of all the other documents and all the other invoices, and you can put the total. For example, total spent on Amazon in January 2023, $200. That's just an example, and you can do that for any website. And I actually do also put my electricity bill and my heat bill because I work from home, and I'm working from home literally all the time, filming content and everything. So that's what I do. If you guys had questions, no one takes taxes out from your stuff. That's like, you guys know, it's not like a normal job. So I do pay every single year. I do end up owing money. So I always pay, and sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. It honestly depends, but always get your receipts ready, you guys, because the more receipts you have, the less you'll end up paying, because it's proof that you work from home and all the stuff that you have to use. So I do put all my filming equipment. I don't have a fancy camera or anything. I just have my phone, and you could put like your tripod, you can put stuff like that. So anything you use to create your content or anything like that, you can put. And yeah, that's what I do. Someone said, how do you when did you know that you wanted to do nails? So I knew that I wanted to do nails literally right when I graduated high school. If I'm, like I mentioned, I have a press on nails 101. I think it's in either my part 1. Yeah, I think it's in my part 1 video where I talked more about like how I started and everything like that. But I knew right away that I wanted to do it. I actually mentioned this in a past video, but you guys, I remember when I was like 10 years old, literally putting clear top coat nail polish from like the dollar store on my nails, and then dipping my nails into like craft glitter, like the thin craft glitter that you can get from like Michael's when I was younger, so that my nails can be glittery. And it's crazy now because I do glittery nails literally every day, so it's so cool. And I've honestly always loved nails. I've always loved beauty. I've always done like makeup and hair and everything like that. So that's kind of how I got into it. I just always loved it. And another main reason was because the nail salons were so expensive, so I started doing my own nails. And then I just started wanting to show other people how to do it, so then I started making videos about it. Someone said, how do you send nails without an app, without Shopify? So you use pirateship.com, and I can talk about that in my Press on Nails 101 video, but pirateship.com is what I use, and it works really well. Someone said, do you plan to keep doing press on nails, or do you have any more plans? So my main plan is to do YouTube. That's literally what I love to do all the time. Doing YouTube is just like my favorite thing because I love teaching. You guys know this. I literally love showing you guys what I'm doing all the time. And YouTube is just like what I love to do, honestly. So that's like my main plan. Someone said, let's see. I have to go to the next part. Best rhinestone glue, the one I use is zulaysnail glue. It works really, really well, but one thing I will say for sure is that you definitely need to make sure you're like wearing a mask because it's really strong, and you want to wear gloves. And then another thing, it like air dries, so sometimes it takes a really long time to dry, so you're going to want to use a glue activator spray, and that's what I use. Sometimes I don't. I mentioned before because my animals are always in the room with me, so I can't like spray it. It's super strong, so sometimes I just let my nails air dry. It just takes a while. But if you don't have anybody in there with you and you're wearing a mask, I definitely would use the glue activator spray because it makes your rhinestones dry on the spot, and then they won't slide around. Another thing, my where I live is kind of like hot. It's really hot, so you want to make sure your glue it stays cool, because if it's hot, your glue's gonna be really, really, really runny. That's what's been happening to me, and someone actually mentioned that. Thank you so much for mentioning that, because that is definitely why my glue is so runny. I need to put it in the fridge, but yeah. So I would recommend getting like one of those cute little skincare mini fridges if you guys live in a hot climate and you don't want to like have your AC blasting all day. Personally, I don't want to put my AC blasting all day because I do not want my electricity bill to go high. You guys know, like, you guys know what I'm talking about. But what I do is what I recommend is to have a little like mini skincare fridge, the super tiny ones, and you can keep your glue in there and your important stuff so that it doesn't like get super warm. You know what I mean? Someone said, whatever your favorite style of nails to do, for sure, hand painted art. I always like am like not I don't know what the word for it is. I'm always hesitant to do them because I always feel like I'm not going to be able to. But hand painted art is so fun for me. To be honest, it's literally one of my favorite things to do. Any type of hand painted designs I love. So I love those, and of course bling nails I love, but not when my Zulay glue is acting up and it's like drying too fast or drying too slow and makes my rhinestones fall. I hate when it's like that. So if I could find the perfect rhinestone glue that cured in a lamp, I would literally get on that. But you guys, I have yet to find the perfect rhinestone glue that works just as good as Zulay but dries in the lamp. One day, you guys, it will be created. Hopefully someone makes it because I haven't heard of it. But yeah, someone said, what's the best way to learn without attending school? So the best way to learn for sure is YouTube. You want to make sure though that you're doing everything you need to do. So what I recommend is, if you're like saying like you don't want to go to school yet, I recommend, like, if you're just starting, I don't think you should jump into school right away. You don't want to spend the few $1,000s because you never know. I think there's a lot of people that end up going to school and then they end up not even liking nails in the first place. Like, they think they like it, but then, like, you know, they don't end up liking it. It happens a lot because doing nails is a lot of work that a lot of people don't realize. But I think what you should do if you're thinking about like school or whatever, I think you should at least for sure practice for, honestly, I think like a year. And that's just me saying that. And yes, you could still take clients, but make sure you are very, very educated in sanitation and disinfection and everything you need to do like that. You can learn all of that on YouTube. That's what I did. I never gave anybody an infection or anything like that. And if I ever, like, like I mentioned last time, I only cut somebody one time, and that was with the nail file, and it was like a little paper cut. But if for some reason you have to like do any of that, you want to make sure that you're prepared. Because the reason why I'm saying this is because if you jump into school right away and you're not even practiced yet with acrylic or anything, it's going to take you so much longer to learn. Depending on what school you go to, not all schools are the same, but like for my school, they were not going to sit there and teach you how to do acrylic and designs and everything like that. And if you're not going to be making any money while you're at school, think about it, you're going to end up taking so much longer. So I definitely recommend, and you guys can take this however you want. This is just my personal opinion. I don't think you should jump into school right away. Practice first, take some clients, tell them you're a beginner, tell them you're not licensed yet, tell them you're just learning and that you want to perfect your acrylic, but that you know everything about sanitation and everything. Make sure you're doing it very professional. Make sure your workspace is not all dirty, and make sure you're cleaning and disinfecting your table after every use. You can use Barbicide, you can use whatever you need. There's like a spray too that's like a hospital grade spray. You got to make sure it kills all bacteria, fungus, everything. You got to make sure you're using that. You got to make sure you're cleaning every single utensil, or like not utensil but like tool. And then you want to make sure you're using a new file, new buffer for every single client, and make sure you're not like reusing stuff on people. But what I wanted to say is like practice for a few months first. Make sure you really love it, because investing in school is a few $1,000s at the minimum. And then you still got to pay to take your state board and all of that. So the reason why I'm saying this basically is because you don't want to jump into school right away. It's going to take you longer to finish school, and you might not even feel prepared. I think you have to like be in school for like 3 months or something, or I don't even know what the actual time is, but you have to be in school for a certain amount of time before you're able to take your state board. I know it's different for every state, but for California, I think it was like 3 months or something, and then I was able to take state board. But if you're not practiced, what I'm trying to say, sorry you guys, I keep getting off track. If you're not practiced, you're not going to go into state board feeling 100% confident. And I'm not saying you're going to fail, but there's just a possibility. You know, you want to go in super, super confident, and you want to make sure you already know acrylic, you already know how to do a soak off, because that's what state board is here in California. So if you want to go in confident, I recommend practicing on your own for a little bit. Practice on yourself, practice on your friends, your family, your coworkers. Make sure you tell them you are not licensed, you are just learning, because you don't want to get reported or anything like that. And you know, it's just all for practice. It's not for like money purposes or anything. So yeah, that's what I recommend, and then do school. But I hope that kind of answered your question. Basically my point is just learn on YouTube, but later you are gonna have to get a license, just if you want to take it like super serious. Like if you want to get a salon, or if you want to get a little space to, like if you want to rent out a booth or something, you're gonna need a license. You cannot work in someone's salon unlicensed. So if you're gonna need to do that in the future, or if you feel like you might, you definitely don't want there to be a halt later in your career because you are not licensed. Let's say you're doing so well, you have a big Instagram following, you do super bomb nails, but for something happens to your living situation or your area where you're doing nails, and all of a sudden your income is halted, and you're going to be really stressed out because you don't have a license. You're going to have to figure out how to go to school and get your license super quick, so that you can do nails and rent out a booth. You know what I mean? That's just an example. Of course there's different situations for every person, but please keep in mind like what I'm saying. And that's just my personal opinion from being a nail tech for a few years. And I hope that helps you, and I hope it answers your question. But yeah, YouTube is where I learned everything, and I didn't go to school till like after a year after I started doing nails. So I hope that answers your question. Somebody asked me what is the best base gel, like nude base for Frenchies that doesn't take so many coats. So the one that I feel like doesn't take so many coats that I really like is one from Amazon, and I will put it in the description box for you guys. I'll put two different ones. One of them's more pinkish, and one of them's more like a nudish. I love them both, and I actually have a whole entire video of all my favorite nude gels. It's not sponsored or anything. It's like actually true every nude gel that I use. If you guys want to check that out, you guys can see like what nude colors I love. But I'll put the one that I think is more pigmented in the description for you, and it's from Amazon, and it's affordable, which is the best part, and it's the one I use all the time. Someone said, where do you get the good quality rhinestones? I've tried everything. For sure, Blue Streak Crystals. Sorry, I can't talk. Blue Streak Crystals has the best rhinestones, you guys. They do not compare to anything else I've ever tried in my whole like years of doing nails. They are identical to Swarovski crystals, and I love them so much. I will put that in the description for you as well. I actually did a video on it if you want to look at what they look like real quick. Someone said, when did you decide to make press-ons your full-time job? So press-ons isn't my full-time job. I technically YouTube is, but I do press-ons just like on the side kind of. But press-ons I started doing it. I actually did start doing press-ons before I started doing YouTube, so I guess what you're saying does make sense for sure. But when I started doing my press-on nails, it was like during the pandemic, so I had to, you know, not do clients in person or anything. And what happened was I just started doing press-on nails, and I ended up really liking it. What got me really excited, you guys, and I don't know if you know this, was Amzn. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but Amzn, I love her. She's so beautiful and everything. She had ordered nails for me when I was literally nothing. Literally, I had so little followers on Instagram. I don't even remember how many I had, but she ordered like so many sets from me because she liked my work. And I was like, oh my god, that really, really, really inspired me to keep doing press-ons, because I was like, how does she even like my stuff? Like, that's crazy. Like, in my head, I was so shocked, and I absolutely love her. She was so supportive. She was so sweet. Like, I literally voice messaged her with her. I feel so special. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, I wanted to say that. And I basically just decided to do it because I had no other option. But then after I started realizing that acrylics weren't for me, I started noticing that I talked about this in my last video, but I started noticing that I just didn't like taking people in person. I have a lot of anxiety and meeting new people all the time, especially bringing them into your space. I think if I had like a booth or a like a salon or something, not a salon where I have like a big old salon, you know what I mean, but like a little space where I can do it, kind of like a rented office space or something. I don't know what those are called. Unit? Is it called a unit? I'm not sure. Like a unit space. If I had something like that that wasn't so personal, I think maybe I would have kept doing it like acrylics in person, because I do feel like I was really good at it. I was getting really, really good at it when I stopped. Um, but it just wasn't for me, you guys. It just wasn't for me. And I don't know. I feel like just press-ons is the way to go for me. It's just what I love doing way more. And I could totally see myself doing that in the future. Kind of like a Nails by Dev type of vibe. Like, she was doing acrylics. She still does them, but like, you know what I mean? Like, she does press-ons and she sells them occasionally. But she honestly just has fun and does content on YouTube and TikTok and everything. That's what I want to do. Like, I want to do that type of stuff. So, I just love her. Nails by Dev is literally my inspiration for everything. Um, and then someone said, um, let me see. Sorry, guys. I have to go back and look. Um, Someone said, do you charge according to the time you take plus the materials? So I actually, you guys, this is bad, but I don't actually charge for my materials. You guys might know this, but in my Press On Nails 101, part 2, it was my first time ever actually calculating like how much everything costs that I use for my press on nails. It was like my first time actually like breaking it down, because I don't charge for any of that. I honestly just, the way I see it is I just do nails for fun. I just do nails for people. They order them from me and I make them nails. That's all I see it as. Like people that knit blankets or people that make custom shirts or anything like that. You know what I mean? Or people that like knit little plushies or make earrings. Like that's what I see it as. But like, anyways, my point is that I only charge for about how long it will take me to do the set. I don't really charge for materials unless they're asking for like full Swarovski or something like that. Like there's almost every single time, like yeah, every time when someone will say, oh, actually I wanted to add some rhinestones or some pearls onto another finger, I'll say, okay, no problem, I'll add it for you. Like I don't even charge them for that. And if they say, oh, actually, can I change the length to this? Like most of the time I don't really charge for that, only if it's gonna take me significantly longer, like if I have to use more like hand painting skills, you know what I mean. I basically just look at the set and try to see how long it'll take me, but I don't like to charge for extra things like materials wise. When I used to go to the salon when I was younger, the last time I went to a salon was when I think I was 20, I think I was 17. Yeah, in 2017 was the last time I went to a salon, I think, from what I can remember. And yeah, back then they would literally charge like $5 per freaking rhinestone. It was literally crazy. And that's the main reason why I also started doing my own nails, because I was like, that's insane. Like literally I just got like plain pink glitter gel and acrylic nails, like short, like medium coffin length with some rhinestones on it that were just literally plastic rhinestones. And I got charged like $95, you guys. Insane. And the set took like freaking 30 minutes to make, like 30 minutes for them to do it. Like it was crazy. So that's mainly like why I started doing them as well. You guys can totally feel me. If you guys go to the salon, you guys probably know if it was that expensive back then. I don't know how much it is now. Someone else said, what app or apps do you use to edit your photos? So I don't use any pictures to edit my photos at all. The only thing I'll do sometimes is if I actually don't take photos. I use like reels, so I take videos. The only thing I do is I always take my reels with flash. Always. I never do it without flash, because with flash it just makes your rhinestones sparkle more and you can see like the more glossiness of the nails. So I always use flash and I don't use any apps. The only thing I'll do sometimes is if it's like a little bit darker or something, or if like I don't know, like if you just can't tell that the rhinestones are super shiny, I'll just go in and up the brightness sometimes, like if it's too dark. One of my lights is kind of going out, so sometimes it's darker and sometimes it's not, and it's so annoying, and I'll have to like adjust the brightness, but that's literally all I do. I don't do anything else as far as editing. um Someone said, oh, and another thing, you can also up the, what is it called, sharpness. I think that's what it's called. If your videos look kind of blurry, you can do that. But um how do I start selling when I think my work is good, but posts don't reach people? So what you want to do is post reels. I mentioned this in my last video. Don't post pictures. You could, but I feel like they don't reach more enough people. I feel like reels reach more people, and always use a lot of hashtags. The max hashtags I think is 30. Make sure you use the whole entire 30, and make sure you go on Safari that day and look up trending hashtags today. And try to put some trending hashtags. To be honest, you guys, it could have nothing to do with the like your reel. Like, it can have nothing to do with the nails that you posted, but that hashtag will reach people, and it'll reach your nails to places that people like. For example, you can put like makeup, like hashtag makeup, hashtag glam, hashtag beautiful, hashtag things like that, where people that are interested in that type of stuff will look at it, and they're going to probably order from you because they look at that. You know what I mean? You can do like hashtag nail art. It doesn't always have to be hashtag press-ons. But another thing I wanted to mention that I never said, I don't think, make sure you're using hashtags that you think people will actually search. Like, don't use hashtags that will say like, I love my press on business or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's just literally an example. I just, the first thing that came to my head. But like, don't use another hashtag that says like Madam Glam Gel Polish Press on Nails, or like, big hashtags like that where people aren't gonna look it up. I recommend trying to think of the customer. Think of what will they search. You know what I mean? Look up beauty, look up sparkle, look up glossy nails, or I mean, like, put this, not look it up. But people will most likely look things like that. People will look up nail inspo. People will look up glitter nails. People will look up pink nails, French tip nails, square nails, things like that. Also, if you live in a certain area, you can put nails from your area. Like, for example, you can put hashtag San Jose nails, hashtag California nails, hashtag nail artist, like things that people are going to look up. You know what I mean? Don't put things that people won't search, because then your post won't reach anybody. Um, Someone said, have you ever had a hater from your family or friends towards your business? I wouldn't say, I don't know if hater's the right word, but I have had like pretty much everybody in my life like not support me, including like old friends not really support me. I think I've only had like one or two old friends that actually supported me and always got their nails done by me and stuff like that, even when I would take like a long time. But most of my friends never did. Um, and yeah, they definitely like stopped being friends because of that. But family as well, like, I would say the only people that support me, like, honestly, is my boyfriend. I've said this before, and I think my mother-in-law. She supports me a lot too. She always gets what I'm talking about. If I talk to her about my work, she always understands, and she always sees me as like a nail artist. She doesn't see me as someone that like doesn't work or anything like that. I know it could be really hard for your family and friends to understand and for them to support you. If that's what you're talking about, I get it, because it happens to me to this day all the time. People just don't get it, and it's okay. Just do it for you. And yeah. So I hope that kind of answered it. I don't want to go like too much in detail, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Someone said, "What's your recommendation for your nail glue of all time? P.S. I love watching your videos. Thank you so much. I love you." But yeah, so she said, what nail glue? So the nail glue that I love is either Macart nail glue or this other brand that I've been using that works really good, you guys. Every time I use it, I can't freaking get my nails off. And it's in a good way. Like, you have to soak them, but I love this glue. I used it when I went to Disneyland and it worked super, super good. I really liked it. So, I will put that glue in the description. And it's the one that I send with all my nails. Um, Someone said, would you recommend the Mia Secret nail kit on Amazon? I would have to look at it. Let me search it up really quick. I love Mia Secret. The one thing I will say is the monomer smells really strong. So if you guys are not like used to really strong acrylic, don't get that one. It's cheaper to use and it's not MMA, which is essential. Do not get MMA monomer. Make sure you guys look that up and make sure you guys know what you're getting. But I would recommend a low odor monomer. I used to use the JC Beauty Concepts monomer. It was my favorite. It was low odor. But you guys, I don't even know if that company exists anymore. I don't even think they do. But I used to use that and I loved it. I don't know what's in the market now. I haven't done my research or anything. Let me look up this kit that she's talking about. The Mia Secret Professional Acrylic Nail Kit for $119. If that's the one you're talking about, no, that's not worth it. If you're talking about another one, get the one that's $24.99 or $24.95. It's called the Mia Secret Acrylic Nail Kit set. I recommend that. It comes with the Extra Bond, which is the primer. It comes with the, let's see, what else does it come with? It comes with a little bottle of monomer, 2 little acrylic powders, a brush, and everything like that. If you want to start practicing and you're not sure about nails yet, yes, get that. It's pretty good because I used to use Mia Secret and I like their powders. I like their monomer. Like I said, it does smell stronger, but it does work. And it comes with the primer and everything. So yeah, I mean, go for it. If you're talking about that one, I say, yeah, it's worth it for $20. That you can't go wrong. But that'll only get you like 1 or 2 sets because the monomer is so tiny. You're going to have to buy more monomer right away. And another thing, I think the nail tips are curved. If you're not into curved nail tips, then the nail tips are not going to work for you. So it honestly all depends on what you think. I would recommend honestly buying your own nail tips. Buy the BT Art Box nail tips or some other. There's so many nail tips now, you guys. Back then there was not this many nail tips like at all. You can literally buy the square nail tips from anywhere. They sell them on Amazon. Get a bottle of Mia Secret monomer on its own, a brush, and a primer, and 1 acrylic powder. That's all you need. This kit comes with like curved tips. It comes with a little bag. It comes with the nail glue, everything like that. Personally, I feel like it's good for if you want to start, but it comes with just a random, I think it comes with just a random top coat that's not even gel. So make sure you guys get a UV lamp as well because you want to use a gel polish top coat because those regular polished ones are going to chip right away. So, I don't know, you guys. I'm like 50-50. I'm like, if you really want to start and you want to see if you like it first, yeah, only spend the $20 because you're not missing out on too much. But if you guys start liking it, yeah, upgrade to products. Don't just buy another kit. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. But make sure you just upgrade your products, get different stuff as far as like the bigger quantities without all the little extras that the little kit comes with. So I hope that helps. Um, let's see. What's some good enough / affordable nail stuff to get and use for beginners? So right off the bat, I will tell you I do have a video of all my essentials. It's one of my older videos from when I was doing acrylic nails. If you're interested in seeing what I used to use when I would do acrylics, I would look at that. But like I said, I don't even know if some of that stuff exists anymore because it was kind of long ago. But that was like my favorite stuff. I would for sure recommend getting some Valentino nude acrylics if you want a really nice nude base. I used to like Victoria's Collection #6. That was one of my favorites. Prettiest Pink is another one of my favorites, and Perfect Nude. If you're gonna get 3 Perfect Nude powders, get those 3. Those are like top. Next, Mia Secret Clear. It's the best clear. You can't go wrong. It's affordable. You don't need those expensive ones. The Mia Secret Clear works perfectly well. If you're looking for a good monomer, that's not the JC Beauty Concepts that I used to get, that I used to love. I don't think it exists, like I mentioned. I would probably recommend Young Nails. Valentino's probably expensive, but if you don't care about the smell, just get the Mia Secret. It works good. It's just a little bit more runny, just a little bit. So, it might be a little bit harder for beginners to use. I would recommend Young Nails just to start. If you're really, really, really wanting to start and you're trying to be serious about it, get Young Nails because it's a good brand. And yeah, what else? Something that's affordable. I don't know if I said this already, but the Pana Kolinsky brushes on Amazon are really good. It's like the Pana brand, Pana. Those are really good. I used to use a size number 12, I believe. And for a beginner, I would recommend a size number 9 just to start. And you guys, I don't remember what primer I used to use. Oh, I remember the best primer ever. It's from tuliprealdeal.com. The best primer. I remember I went into that store. If you guys have Tulip Nail Supply, if you guys live in San Jose or around there, there's a Tulip Nail Supply that you guys should go to. I remember one time I went in there, I was so stressed because I had a client that day. The day before, or no, like literally, yeah, the day before, I had someone tell me that their nails fell off literally the same day that they popped off. I was so stressed because I didn't know what was going on, why my primer was making my nails lift off like that right away the next day. It had never happened to me before, and it happened when I was using the Mia Secret primer. So the one that comes in that little kit I was just talking about, it happened with that. The reason why that happened was because I was already using the primer for about a month. If you're going to use the Mia Secret primer, you have to switch it out every month because it, for some reason, you guys, I don't know what it is, but that primer, after using it for like a month, is no longer good. You have to keep switching it out or else it gets super bad and it'll make your nails lift off. That always happened to me, or that happened to me that one time. And then I asked a really, really popular nail tech. I love her work, but she's a really popular nail tech. I messaged her with that question, and thank God, you guys, she answered me. And she told me that the same thing happened to her because she uses that. And she told me that she has to replace it like every 3 weeks to a month, depending on how much you use it. I think over time, the oils of the natural nail or something just gets on the brush and it just contaminates the bottle. So, anyways, my point is the best primer ever is from Tulip Real Deal. If you guys have Tulip Nail Supply in San Jose, go there and ask them for the 3-in-1 primer, I think it's called, or something like that. It's called the world's best primer or something. I don't really know, but it's a little black nail polish looking bottle, and I love it so much. So basically, my point is, what I was saying in my story is that my client's nail had popped off. The next day, I had another client, and I was like, I can't cancel her. Like, I need the money. You know, this happened years ago. I was like, I need to have this client. You know, I don't want to lose her. So I went to Tulip Real Deal. I told the lady the problem that I was having. She was so sweet. I love her. I don't know her name, but she was really nice. She's like always there, or she used to always be there when I used to go. And she told me this is the best primer. She said your nails will not come off if you use this primer. And I was like, okay, I trust you. And you guys, ever since that day, I only used that primer. To make it easier for you guys, if I can still find it on their website, I will put it in the description box. Their website is trusted. They have a whole nail store in San Jose, if you guys didn't know. And I think they ship all over the US, maybe even outside of the US, but I'm not sure. I have no idea. But yeah, that primer is really good. So if you're wanting to look for a good primer, I recommend that one out of all of them. And yeah, those are basically your essentials. I already listed the 3 nudes. I listed the clear, the acrylic, or the monomer. Make sure it's EMA monomer, not MMA. MMA is bad. It's illegal. Don't use that. And yeah, I pretty much listed everything. And if you're looking for some good nail art and you don't mind waiting, I recommend AliExpress. Just look for a good seller. You can look at their reviews and always pay through PayPal. Don't pay with like your card on the website. Pay through PayPal just to be 100% safe because PayPal protects you. So yeah, I hope that really helps you. And that's basically to answer that question. I'm sorry you guys it took so long. Those of you that don't do acrylics might be bored by that question. But let's see our next question. We still have enough time for a few more. So somebody actually asked, what are your favorite people to watch on TikTok? So I actually love TikTokers. But my favorite ones, you guys, I'm a really big foodie, so I love watching food videos. One of my favorite creators is Jai. I think her name's Cooking with Jai on, I'm not sure. I think it's Cooking with Jai. Let's see. Just to make sure. Yeah, Cooking with Jai on TikTok. I love her so much. She's so funny without trying to be funny. Like, I don't know why. She's just so cute. I love her. I love Steph Pappas on YouTube and on TikTok. I don't know if she still does TikToks. I'm not sure. But I love her YouTube videos. I watch all of them. And I don't know who else I watch on TikTok as of recently. I watch literally everybody. Oh, nail TikTokers. I don't know if you met nail TikTokers. I'm over here talking about like personal stuff. But nail TikTokers, I watch Dev's videos and lives all the time. I love her live videos all the time. I always watch them. And I'm trying to think of who else I watch. I watch a lot of dog content because I have a boxer. So I watch anybody that has like a boxer or a dog. I love like animal videos. I'm trying to think of who else I watch. I'm like scrolling right now to try to find people. I watch Woe Kenzie, if you guys know who that is. I love her. And I love Shari. I love her so much. Her name is Shari Dion on TikTok. I love her videos. I watch every single video. Every time she posts it. I love her. So I watch her videos. And I also watch Thrifty Ween Queen. I love her stuff because she always buys like super funky things thrifted. Like, I love her style. She's so unique and colorful, and I just love the eclectic vibe. So Thrifty Ween Queen is another one of my favorite creators. And yeah, you guys, I think those are like my main ones that I always watch, main people. But I watch pretty much everybody. If that's what you were asking me, I'm not sure. But yeah, you guys, I think we kind of ran out of questions, so I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what to do. I ran out of questions for the first time ever. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you guys want another Q&A, which you guys probably will want another Q&A, but if you do, I'm going to next time make a poll here on YouTube so that people that don't have Instagram can ask me questions, so that I could just go ahead and basically answer your questions from here, from YouTube as well. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm just going to leave the set to play so that you guys can watch it if you want to watch it. I could honestly still explain what I'm doing if you guys want me to, but I'm not sure. I don't know if you guys are bored already by this video. It's so long. But yeah, I really appreciate your guys' support. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Okay, so the last giveaway that I did, you guys, I totally forgot to bring that up. I did a hidden giveaway again. Well, not hidden. I did a giveaway for a hitting 60K, and I chose one winner like in the video, but in like person when I chose the winner. I chose them today in the morning. So today is May 11th. I chose them, and I totally wanted to just choose an extra winner. So I did end up choosing an extra winner at the last second. They are on my Instagram story right now if you guys were interested in seeing who it was, but I did post it in the comments of the video already. So that giveaway is now closed, but you guys know I love to do giveaways. I think this is like my second giveaway already this month, or this past 2 months. So I'm going to be planning more giveaways. In my future giveaways, I just want to buy like cool gel polish kits and stuff and different things that I love and put them in a kit, and then like, you know, basically give them away. It comes really random. I like literally do the giveaways so last minute. So yeah, if you guys are interested in more giveaways, just stay tuned to my videos. I always do them at the end of my videos if I do them. But yeah, so I just wanted to say that I really appreciate your guys' support. I can't believe I hit 60K. That's crazy. I'm still talking about it because like I can't believe it. I really love helping you guys out with your journey, your nail journey, whether it be acrylic or press-on nails, whatever you like to do. I know both, so I can help you with anything you need. And I love answering your guys' questions in the comments. So if you guys ever have any questions for me, just let me know because I will always answer them. And yeah, I just basically really appreciate your guys' support, and I just hope you guys have an amazing day. And if you guys haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate the support, and if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!
Baby, you give me ice and fire. some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here